Friends, almost all of you are more or less familiar with the Great Thar Desert of Rajasthan, India. Today I will talk about a small village located on the edge of the desert. This little village has a lot to offer. From religious temples to royal architecture, and from tiny sand dunes to man-made oases. An endless, magical desert with a serene atmosphere. If you want to spend some quality time with yourself, then you should choose it. Many friends can also enjoy camping here. In today's video I will talk about the history of this village and many things related to this village. It will be useful for you if you visit here. So keep watching the video without skipping. The name of the village is Khimsar. It is located in the state of Rajasthan. The village is located between Jodhpur and Bikaner, so from these cities, it is easy to find transport to this small village. It is about 50 km from Nagaur, but is not connected to other Indian cities by air or rail. Then how to reach the village of Khimsar, tell me? I will say that in this video. But before that, let me tell you a little about the village of Khimsar. Khimsar village was one of the most sought-after places during the Rajputana period. This is where the royal family used to come to spend some quality time with each other. You can also call it their resting place. The village was founded by Rao Karanchi, the 8th son of Rao Jodha, who founded Jodhpur. Khimsar and its surrounding region was once an independent kingdom, ruled by the Thakurs under the then Jodhpur kingdom. Now let's talk about the specialty of Khimsar village. The village of Khimsar was, at one time, very popular as a small yet independent state, which was adept at dealing with enemy attacks efficiently. Be it the well-built forts, the trained army, or the beauty of the countryside, Khimsar was popular among the Rajput rulers. The mighty leaders of Jodhpur used to come here all the time to enjoy some peace and relax their mind and soul. Khimsar used to have several temples and religious activities. But you can still explore the remains of Hindu temples, some Jain temples, wildlife sanctuaries, and man-made reservoirs. We will tell all about them in the next section. If you are visiting Khimsar village soon, try adding these 4 places to your travel itinerary. Avoid going out in the afternoon. However, you can enjoy the sheer majesty of these places early in the day or in the evening. The first among them is Khimsa Fort. The fort of Khimsa is the extant evidence, which tells us the story of the heroic Rajput warriors. The walls, once shiny and beautiful, now bear the scars of battle. It is a charm in itself, which people love to capture in their camera lens. The place is rustic and old, but still exudes a kind of energy. It's almost as clear as air. You can visit Khimsar Fort whenever you want, as it has no fixed timings. There is also no entry fee. However, be aware of your surroundings, and don't litter the area. Public transport is not available in Khimsar, so you may need to seek a private cab service from your hotel, or opt for the village's infamous horse or camel ride. I would suggest the second option if you want to get the full Rajasthani experience. Then the next place will be convenient to visit the sand dunes, Khimsar village, also known as Sand Dune Village. To the edge of the Greater Thar Desert and not see the sand dunes? The small dunes line up so impressively, it seems the desert never ends. Local guides will advise you to go out and explore the sand dunes in the evening. This is when the wind speeds up and the temperature drops, creating a favorable environment for going outside. Also, the golden sand looks ethereal when the faint sun rays reflect off its surface. In the center of these dunes, and sometimes desert greenery, you will find man-made oases. It is not unusual to see some ducks here. Now that you are done exploring Khimsar village fort and sand dunes, head to Nagaur Fort. This historic structure played an important role in the past and was one of the favorite places of the Mughal rulers. Intricate wall carvings, Islamic designs, thick pillars, and a huge campus continue to bear the signature features of this ancient architectural wonder even today. Find a beautiful lawn, fountains, and small sculptures inside the fort. You can visit this fort any time of the week. It opens at 8:30 in the morning and closes at 5 in the afternoon. Note that the place closes for an hour and a half after noon. If you are an Indian citizen, you have to pay an entry fee of 50 rupees, and if you are a foreign tourist, the entry fee is Rs.50. Carry your photo ID or Aadhaar card when you visit the place. Is it possible to find green in the desert? Yes, it is possible if you visit Panchala Black Buck Reserve. After you finish exploring Khimsar village, head towards Panchala. You will find suitable accommodation here. To enter the reserve land and see the canopy of green trees everywhere, book your safari ride in advance. If you visit this place after monsoon, you will enjoy the atmosphere even more. Black Buck Reserve is famous for housing some exotic medicinal plants and trees. Coming to the fauna, here you can see 3 different types of deer: the blue bull, chinkara, and the famous black deer. You can also see demoiselle cranes that migrate to this reserve from Asia and Europe. If you are a nature lover, a jeep safari will delight you. Many visitors to Khimsar village do not know about this reserve, so make the best use of this information. Apart from these 4 places, there are several other temples near Khimsar village. Unfortunately for Hindu temples fell into disrepair over time. You can only see small remnants of this region. Rather than going on your own, it's better to take a local or a guide, so that you can correctly identify the ruins. They will also tell you stories related to these magnificent temples. Most Hindu temples are reduced to ruins, but all the Jain temples are well preserved. To visit Khimsar village is no different. You can visit this village all year round. But don't forget that we're talking about a desert here, and when you get there will depend on your personal preference. Let us give a brief overview of the climatic conditions of Khimsar. During the summer months, you have to endure the harshest glare of the sun. Temperatures rise significantly, and you may also notice sandstorms. During the winter months, the days are hot, but the nights are very cold. To keep yourself warm after the sun goes down, you need to pack some woolies. But people prefer to sit outside and gaze at the clear night sky during the winter months. If you want to avoid the crowd, you can visit Khimsar village during this time. But from November to February, you'll see a throng of enthusiastic tourists. This is the time when the fascinating annual Nagaur cattle fair is organized near Khimsar. How to go to Khimsar village? You can reach Khimsar village by flight or train. Alternatively, you can also plan an extensive road trip. There is no airport in Khimsar village or Nagaur, but the nearest international airport is at Jodhpur. It is well connected to rest of the Indian states like New Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, and Bangalore. You can easily get cab services and buses from here to reach your destination. Khimsar doesn't have its own railway station, but you will find one in Nagaur. Then covering 50 km from Nagaur to Khimsar is not very challenging. You can easily get rural buses. Alternatively, there is a railway station at Osian, 60 km away. Both these options work for those living in Rajasthan. If you are coming from a state other than Rajasthan, it is better to get a ticket at Jodhpur railway station, 95 km from Khimsar village. If you like this video, please subscribe and share for your friends who wants to travel in India.